This time on the show, we're going to test the brake fluid in the ancient Yaris and replace it if it needs it. Well, g'day, you big beautiful bastards. This is me face. Sorry about that. I've been watching a lot of the Ozzy Man Reviews. I'll put a link to his site in the description there. But it's pretty funny. I've been watching a lot of him watch videos and comment on them, and he's really good take on a lot of cool stuff. So anyway, today we are going to be checking the brake fluid in our 2007 Yaris, and we're going to see if it's bad. If it is, we're going to try to suck it out, drain it out, pump it out, and we're going to replace it with some new fluid. Why we're going to do that is because neighbor John, nicely, this is my Christmas gift from neighbor John. He thought that I could probably use it, and I definitely can. Very thoughtful. And I'm going to open this up, look it over, read the directions, and then we'll check out the brake fluid on the car and go from there. All right, so this is a brake fluid tester. I don't know if it needs any batteries or anything. 0.3, 4, and 5.1. So we have the, this is the cap from the master cylinder. This is 0.3. We have a pretty good amount of 0.3 in there. It's a small cylinder, so we shouldn't need that much. Caution, ensure the metal part of the probe is fully immersed in the liquid being tested. Okay. All right, so let me read the directions a little bit and maybe put some batteries in this, get this all working, and then we'll head over to the car. Okay, here's the deal. So these are the probes. We're going to stick this into the brake fluid. You turn this on, and you can set the 0.3, that's 4, 5.1, 0.3, and it has a little percentage there. So 0 to 2% is good, and it should light up green. 2 to 3% is borderline, and it'll light up yellow. And anything over 3% and it'll be red, and that's bad, and it should be replaced. So let's go over to the car and see what's what. All right, so the first thing we need to do is get some light on the situation. Luckily, I have not one, but 2 drop lights. So we can put this one like here, and we can grab this other one over here. I don't even know if it works. Yeah, okay. So that'll give me some light. And then the master cylinder is way back underneath there behind the battery. And I'm going to put the cap back on because I don't want anything dropping in there. Let me clean it a bit. And then this cover kind of pops off. I replaced the battery before, and I found out after struggling with it a lot that you can take off this panel. Okay, and then if I just put this out of the way, then, all right. So looking at the fluid, it looks pretty, looks like it's in pretty good color. And we're supposed to fully submerge 1.4%, 2.1%, 2.1%. So according to this thing, this is kind of on the borderline. So if there was a way that I could just suck all that out and then refill it with new, I think that would be probably all we need. All right, after rummaging around through the kitchen, I couldn't find our regular turkey baster, which is probably pretty good because I don't know how Lily would feel about me using the turkey baster in the garage, but I did find this. This was actually in one of my garage drawers, and it's like a child's, I don't know, what you call it, oral syringe. We can suck out brake fluid. The booster's not that big, so it's not going to take that many of those to do that. So let me just open this up. Okay, this looks like it's going to work pretty good. So, okay, so I have a bowl to catch the old stuff, and we just suck this out. Hey, that works great. And If you remember a bunch of videos back, I actually did replace the rear brakes on the Yaris on this car, and that was a while ago, and it didn't go very well. But one of the things that I needed to do was kind of bleed the brakes, because I had the wheel cylinders. They're rear drums, and they had the wheel cylinders all taken apart. And so I drained out the fluid and put in new fluid. So I think there's new fluid in the master cylinder here, and probably all the way through into the rear brakes. The front brakes may have some old fluid in it, but I think it's probably fine. So when I was talking to neighbor John, he told me that what we could do is he could come over and help me bleed the brakes. You know, it's like somebody gets inside and pushes on the brake, and somebody else, you know, opens the valve on each wheel cylinder, and then you gradually fill it with new fluid, and you replace all the brake fluid. So the problem with brake fluid is it's not water soluble. That's not the right word. It has an affinity for water, so it actually absorbs water, which is bad in your braking system. So you don't want that. So over time, it just gets more and more water in it, and that may be what that. This works great. That may be what that tester is testing, is how much water is in it. So let's go get that tester, and let's test the brake fluid in this bowl. 2.2. 2.2. Okay, so that's kind of borderline. So it's probably good that we're going to replace it. But I think if we just fill this up and put the cap on, I think we'll be good to go. I don't think we need to bleed the brakes any. You know, I'm only going to fill it up to this line over here. You can't see it, but at the bottom of this container, there's a max line. So we don't want to fill it all the way to the top, that's for sure. That's really it. Okay. And if we put this back in here, we can put our rubber cap back on, and then put this back on. All right, well, I think that just about does it. That was a pretty easy job. I thought I was going to be hard, but no sweat at all. So hope you enjoyed watching that, and maybe we both learned something. And we'll see you next time on Scott's Garage. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.